expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
Oh, would you look at that? Another government official that needs to get the boot. So this is Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security. And just like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, this Walmart Jeff Bezos is one of the biggest failures in our government, and I'd even argue the worst Secretary of Homeland Security to ever exist in the history of the United States. Because he plays a massive role in FEMA and the fact that they've run out of money almost entirely for a few different reasons. We've talked about this a few days ago, and although we had a lot of speculation on the situation, we now have a lot more answers to this, and oh boy, it's worse than we expected. Before we jump into this news story about FEMA, please make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and the notification bell down below to help us in exposing the Democrat Party even more, as well as all those who want to destroy America. Now, just for a quick recap, do you remember this news report?
FEMA does administer the separate Shelter and Services Program in partnership with U.S. Customs and Border Protection. That program provides financial support to non-federal entities to help non-citizen migrants. Its budget this year, $640 million.
Believe it or not, it's actually a lot worse than what they're saying here when they try to say that FEMA has not run out of money because of illegal immigrants, and yet $640 million was sent to illegal immigrants this year. Or at least that's what that program's budget is for illegal immigrants anyway. That's important to keep in mind because a few months ago, Mayorkas said this.
FEMA is tremendously prepared. This is what we do. This is what they do. And the key here, Rebecca, is also to make sure that the communities who are potentially impacted are prepared as well. And it's not just hurricanes and wildfires, also extreme heat, which certainly some parts of the United States are already experiencing.
Only for him to very recently say this instead.
We are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
This all comes as the Biden-Harris administration spent over $1 billion from a FEMA program on services for migrants.
So FEMA is running out of money, and as he stated, they will not have enough to make it through the hurricane season. Gee, I wonder why. Could it be the over $1 billion that have been given to illegal immigrants in the past year? Or do you think it's because tens of billions of dollars worth of equipment and funding has been given to Ukraine in the last 3 years? Along with a whole bunch of other different things, I think it's a combination of everything. And you want to know what really adds insult to injury for all those who survived and were impacted by this hurricane? Get a load of what Kamala Harris had to say for all the families who were devastated by this hurricane.
And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And you can apply now for anyone who's watching this who has been affected. There are FEMA personnel who are going door to door.
$750. Lives were lost, streets were destroyed, same with homes and buildings, cars and equipment were ruined. FEMA even has a separate program specifically designed for illegal immigrants with a budget of over $1 billion within the past couple of years. And you, the government, the Democrats, really thought that $750 for each person affected by this hurricane was going to suffice? No wonder why there's such a visceral reaction to this. I mean, what did you think the reaction was going to be? That people were going to be overjoyed like it was a gift from God or something? And while it's true that according to FEMA.gov a couple days ago at the time of me recording this, federal assistance for Hurricane Helene exceeds $344 million, that's still less than a third of what has been paid out to illegal immigrants in the past couple of years. That's not even to mention the second hurricane that's devastating Florida currently, Hurricane Milton. And although according to NewsNationNow.com, FEMA leaders say about $11 billion is available for Hurricane Milton response efforts, somehow I simply don't believe that, considering that Walmart Jeff Bezos, remember, said this.
With the money that we have, we are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds, FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
This administration is an absolute disgrace to we the people and a disgrace to America as a whole. Every single one of them, from Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Walmart Jeff Bezos, need to get the boot. I really cannot wait to see what happens this November. It's going to be crazy, I bet. At least those are my thoughts on all this, and considering everything that's going on in America right now, what do you think about this? Please do let us know in the comments down below, and also make sure you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button and the notification bell down below as well to continue to help us in exposing the Democrats. All that being said, CSO family, please don't forget to keep observing from a common sense perspective.